going? We're recording. Hello, guys. Excuse my appearance. This is real life. Sometimes you get dressed up Jody with hair and makeup done, and other times you get this. So, sorry. But stick around, because this is going to be a good recipe. It's going to be a good video. This is only the second time I've made this, but it's really good. This is egg roll in a bowl, also known as crack slaw. This recipe is by KetoGasm, and I will link the website to this exact recipe below. I think, she created the recipe. She deserves credit for it, so that will be linked below. So you'll have all the exact measurements of everything, all the exact directions, and everything that she has to say about the recipe. So I'm going to show you guys what you need for this recipe. It's really simple, really easy. If you guys know me and you've been watching my videos, you know I'm all about keeping things simple and easy. So this is one of those videos. So here is everything that you need for this recipe. Okay, so here's what you're going to need for this egg roll in a bowl. We have some minced garlic here. I just buy the pre-minced stuff because I don't have time to mince garlic. If you want to mince your own garlic, that's totally fine, and go for it. We have some green onions here. I have a mixed bag of coleslaw. The recipe just calls for thinly sliced cabbage. If you want to slice your cabbage up yourself, that's totally fine. I'm going for easy peasy lemon squeezy here. So I just got a bag of mixed not cauliflower, coleslaw. There are little bits of carrots in here, but there's not that many, so I'm not super worried about that. The rest of it is just cabbage. We have an onion. It calls for half of a medium onion. This one is large, so I'm probably only going to use a quarter. Maybe I'll decide to use a half. Just depends. Onions do have carb and sugar, so you do have to be careful with that if you're trying to not go overboard and you're really trying to count your macros and be really careful. So just be aware of that. We have some ground ginger. We have sesame oil. We have some pepper. We have salt. This says sea salt. It is pink Himalayan salt. This also does call for soy sauce. I know a lot of people are a no-go for soy sauce on keto. I've made this recipe one other time, and that's the only other time we've ever had soy sauce in almost 2 years of doing keto. So, if you're just making this dish occasionally, I think it will be okay. I did choose to go with the organic soy sauce. It is non-GMO. And it's organic, so I think this is probably a little bit better than your regular soy sauce. If you want, you can use coconut aminos also. I hear that is a good alternative. I'm on a budget. The coconut aminos were quite a bit more than the soy sauce, so I just decided to go with the soy sauce this time because we don't hardly ever use it. Something else you're going to need is some chicken broth. This is chicken stock. From Costco, Kirkland chicken stock. There's some good stuff in there, and it is organic. One other thing you're going to need, of course, is your meat. This is not grass-fed. This is not organic. This was a really good price. It's $73.27 ground beef for 5 pounds. This was $10. So, like I said, we're on a budget, and we get what we can when we can. When I can afford grass-fed ground beef, then I get it. Right now, that's not something that we can do, so I choose to do this. Anything is better than filling your body with carbs and sugar and empty calories. So even if you cannot do organic or grass-fed, this is still going to be better than the alternative. So don't feel bad. A lot of people talk about, oh, I can't afford keto because I can't do grass-fed, etc., etc. You can afford to do keto. We're on a tight budget and we manage it. So you don't have to get grass-fed and organic. Get it when you can. and just call it good. This has some good keto macros in it. It's just ground beef. The recipe does call for pork, but I don't have pork, so I am going to use ground beef. Okay, so now that you know what you need, we're going to get started. I have my meat already cooking. Now, this recipe does call for ground pork. I don't have ground pork, so like I said, I'm going to be using ground beef. I'm going to get my onion, my big old onion. I forgot a knife. I don't know how many times that's happened here with these videos. Hold on just a second. Got a knife. Okay. So we're just going to cut this onion up. I'm not going to use, I don't think I'm going to use a whole half of this onion because it's a big one. See if I can do this without my eyes burning. Seriously, I am one of those people that has real problems with onions burning my eyes, like burning. Not just a little bit, but a lot. Save this one for later. Another time. Now, I am making this a little bit bigger than what the recipe calls for because this is for me and my husband. We'll share it. Okay. So these onions are to be thinly sliced. So just slice them as thin as you want them, or thick, I guess, if you like thick onions, then, go for thick ones. I'll show you guys what mine look like. I know I need some kind of little tripod setup here. There goes my eyes. They're burning. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just going to use like a quarter of this onion because it's really big. Okay, so here's my onions. They're fairly thinly sliced. Some of them are a little more than others, but it just depends on what you like. I don't even like raw onions. I only like them cooked. So my husband will just pick this up and just eat it. That's bleh. I don't like that. So anyways, there's my onions, and my meat is over here cooking. So you're just, keep an eye on this. Chop it up, turn it around as it cooks till it's all cooked. And then I am going to drain, because this is such fatty meat, I'm going to drain a lot of this excess off. I think that would kind of ruin this dish anyway if you had a lot of that in there. But that's up to you, however you want to do it. So I'm going to let this cook here, and then I will come back to you guys when it's all cooked up and we're ready for the next step. Okay, the meat is all cooked up now, and I have drained most of the grease out of it. There was quite a bit because this meat is so fatty. There's a lot of oil and grease when you cook it. So now I am going to add in my onion, just like that. And we're also going to add in the sesame oil. I'm going to give this a little stir here. And I'm going to get the sesame oil. Okay, have my sesame oil. You only need 1 tablespoon of this. So we're going to measure that out. I might actually put a little bit more because, like I said, this is not the exact recipe because I'm making a little bit more. So I am actually I'm going to add a little bit more in. Plus, sesame oil is so good. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. So we're going to mix that around. And while that's cooking, you want to cook it up enough. So this one onion needs to be cut up more. That is too big. Okay, so while you're letting this cook, you want to mix up your your soy sauce or coconut amino sauce. So we're gonna just, I'll put it in. My husband will eat that piece, not me. It's too big. Plus it'll fall apart a little bit as it cooks. Okay, so now you're gonna take your soy sauce. Measure that out. And we got our ginger, which is about 1 teaspoon of ginger, guys. Ground ginger. You need ground ginger. And you could probably grind that yourself too if you wanted. If you have, if you want fresh ginger, grind it up. That'd probably be really good. And then we're going to do about 1 clove of minced garlic. Now, let me see. I know this says in here. Let's see. Half a teaspoon is approximately 1 clove. Well, I like lots of garlic. And, again, this is bigger. So we're going to do a big teaspoon and a little bit more. You know. Do it how you want it to taste. If you want it to taste more garlicky or more gingery, whatever, then do it that way. Do it your way. Okay, I'm going to mix all this up here. And you do all this while your meat and your onions are doing their thing in there, cooking all up. But we're almost done, guys, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. I love this recipe because it's super easy and it's super good. Okay, I think that's mixed up pretty good. So I'm going to check this again here. We're getting there. You guys comment below and let me know if there's a certain recipe that you want me to try. There's a recipe that you want me to make a video of. I do make a good keto pizza, which I've been wanting for a while. So maybe I'll do one of those soon. Hopefully this is enough sauce. It's about 1/3 of a cup total with everything in it. So I might have to add a little bit more. I have a feeling even my cabbage is not going to be enough. I should have got 2 bags. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, I'm going to say that this is cooked good enough. We got some big chunks of onions in there. Those would not be for me probably. So I'm going to go ahead and dump our sauce in here. This is our soy sauce, ginger, garlic mixture, and I really have a feeling that's not going to be enough. It smells so good. Just going to give that a stir. And then we're going to dump our cabbage mixture in. I'm just going to take this bag. I'm just going to dump this whole thing in here. I'm trying to do this one-handed. There we go. Okay, then we're going to give this all a stir. Get this all mixed up. Because you want to incorporate that all well together. And this cabbage, you guys, it really, really cooks down. So it may look like a lot, but once it's all done cooking down, it's not going to be near as full. So I'm going to mix this up really good here, and then I will be back to you in just a minute. Okay, so I have that all incorporated really well, mixed together. You don't want to overcook this, so you want to move a little quickly. Because you kind of want your cabbage and stuff to still have a little bit of crunch to it. So now we're going to add some of our chicken broth. I didn't shake this up first. Probably should do that. So again, I'm going to add a little bit extra. So now we're going to mix that all together. It smells so good. So here's what we're looking like. I think I definitely needed a second bag of the cabbage or coleslaw mix. I do have a head of cabbage, or part of a head of cabbage, that I could mix in with this, but I'm just going to leave it for this time because this is almost cooked through already. If I would have figured out that I needed more cabbage earlier, then I would have gone ahead and cut it up. But this is still going to be fine. It's still going to taste really good, and it's going to be really yummy. So I'm not super worried about it. Okay, so I think this is probably good to go. I have my bowl here. I cut up my green onions while I was letting this finish, you know, doing its job and cooking all up here. Again, I definitely think I needed more of the coleslaw mix. So next time I would double, depending on how much. There's probably double meat in here, so depending on how much meat you use, if you're doubling, get 2 bags of coleslaw mix. So I'm gonna dish this up here, and then I'll bring you guys in for a closer look. And then I'm going to sprinkle. I don't even think this is going to need salt and pepper, but I'm gonna taste it and see, and then we'll go from there. So there we are. There is our egg roll in a bowl, or crack slaw, as I've heard it called also. This is how I chopped up my green onions. I chopped it down to the nub, pretty much. You want to obviously avoid the little root on there, I think. But there's most of this is the green stalk. But this is what we look like. I'm going to eat this and I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be super good. I can't wait to dig in. So there you guys are. I ate my bowl of egg roll in a bowl. I ate it already. It's really good. Much better with the sesame oil, though you can make it without the sesame oil. So if you don't have that, go ahead and make it and give it a try. The sesame oil definitely does add another flavor to it that's really good. So give it a try. Again, with the soy sauce, you know, if you're going to use soy sauce, I recommend getting an organic non-GMO, because a lot of soy out there is GMO and it's full of junk that you don't want in your body. It is a little inflammatory from what I understand, and you know, we try to avoid that when you're following a keto lifestyle. But you know, for an occasional meal, I think it's okay. If you want to be safe, get the coconut aminos. Those are a good replacement for soy sauce, from what I understand. I don't know what it tastes like, so I can't compare the two, but I haven't heard anything that has said, you know, there's a huge difference, or it's gross, it doesn't taste like soy sauce, you know, whatever. I haven't heard anything about that, so maybe it tastes just about the same. It is a little more expensive though, so depending on what kind of budget you have, how much you want to spend, you know, go from there. It's not something that we use all the time, so I could justify spending, you know, $6, $7 on a bottle of coconut aminos when I have the extra budget to do that, because I know we're not going to use it very often and it will last a while. So unless I decide to make this meal a lot more often, then maybe, because it is really good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out in some way. I hope that you try this recipe. The link to the exact recipe to the blog will be in the description below. Also, a link to my Instagram page. If you're not already following me on Instagram, look me up there or click the link below. It's Jody Going Keto. I do post a lot of things more often on Instagram than I do here on YouTube for now. I post a lot of food there, ideas. I do recipes there. Also, I post life updates, weight loss updates, weigh-ins, all of that kind of stuff there. You'll see my kids, my husband a lot more often there, and just life stuff. So go ahead and look me up there too. If you're not already, please go ahead and subscribe to my page here on YouTube. Hit the notification bell so that you get notified right away when I do upload a new video, so you don't have to wait for me to announce that it's been up, that I have a new video that's been uploaded. Don't forget to like, comment, and share with your friends. And remember to always keep it simple, always keep it easy, and always keep it keto. Thanks for watching, guys.